A very good morning to one and all. Today is really a wonderful day as it gives me a feeling of honor to talk about the importance of the Martyrs Day of India. Before sharing some points about the significance of the day, I'd like to tell you first what is Martyrs Day. Martyrs Day is an annual day observed by nations to salute the martyrdom of soldiers, freedom fighters, and political leaders who sacrificed their lives defending the sovereignty of the nation. The actual date of celebration may vary from one nation to another. Out of 15 nations, India is the one that celebrates Martyrs Day every year. On this day, we pay homage to our freedom fighters who dedicated their lives for our motherland. This day has also been marked as a Black Day in the history of India. In India, 30th January is the date observed as a Martyrs Day at national level, which is commonly known as Sarvodaya Day or Shahid Divas. It is celebrated every year in India to pay tribute to the victims who fought for the freedom, welfare and progress of India and sacrificed their lives. January 30th, 1948 was the saddest day for the country, which has become the most poignant day in the Indian history. Nathuram Godse, a nationalist, felt Gandhiji was responsible for the partition of India, thus he shot Gandhiji. This incident moved the entire nation. So every year on this day, Bapu breathed his last. The nation celebrates Martyrs Day. On this day, the President, the Vice President, the Prime Minister, the Defense Minister and the three Soviet chiefs gather at the gravestone of Mahatma at Rajghat Memorial and lay wreaths decorated with multicolored flowers. A 2-minute silence in memory of Indian martyrs is observed throughout the country at 11 a.m. irrespective of caste, creed and religion. Schools, educational institutes and social clubs celebrate Shahid Divas by hoisting flags, putting garlands on pictures of martyrs and organize speeches and meetings to highlight the contribution of our heroes. This day reminds us of the ideologies taught and used by Mahatma Gandhi based on truth and non-violence, which unites the hearts of all Indians, which keeps the countrymen together in one thread, irrespective of caste, creed and religion. Many states in India declared January 30 as a dry day to show their respect towards Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi, such a benevolent freedom fighter, always considered humanity as his religion. For him, war was a blunt weapon and he followed non-violence, the sharpest weapon for attaining freedom. His principles of satyagraha helped millions of lives across the globe. His teachings of sacrifice and living for the well-being of the society have made him a revered figure. This is respected by people throughout the world. His life was a message of peace over power, reconciling our differences and our love and respect even towards our enemies. Mahatma is a character that is very endearing to every Indian citizen as they find in him a replica of themselves. Dear friends, Gandhiji is respected and honored today as martyr for our nation. But we also have martyrs who laid down their lives for their faith, expecting the heavenly crown. We have hundreds and thousands of martyrs who endured the most terrible pain on account of their faith. Saint Stephen, Saint Peter, Saint Paul, Saint Agnes, Saint Agatha and Saint Sebastian are a few among them whose faith ignites us even today. In early centuries, the Roman emperors persecuted the Christians for refusing to worship them as gods. So they were persecuted in arenas where huge crowd gathered so as to discourage others from following Christianity. Stoning, crucifixion and burning at the stake were common methods of martyrdom. By 325 AD, around 2 million Christians were killed for their faith. Don't just think persecutions and martyrdoms were limited to those earlier centuries alone. But even today, Christians are martyred across the globe. The martyrdom of Christians in Nigeria, Iraq and Egypt underline the truth that the Christians are persecuted in our own time. Sister Rani Maria then who was stabbed to death in Uttar Pradesh, and the Christians massacred in Kandhamal, Orissa, the perfect examples of martyrdom in our time and country. Here comes the importance of the principle upheld and propagated by Gandhiji, Ahimsa. Gandhi had the broad-mindedness to accept all, irrespective of caste, creed, and religion. So it is not a surprise that January 30th is observed as Martyrs' Day, but this is one true way by which we can pay a tribute to the great souls. Dear friends, it is a time to put into practice the concept of peace and faith. Let's make this world a paradise still. Let not the religious differences blind us from achieving our common goals. I would thus want to conclude my speech saying that non-violence is the greatest force at the disposal of mankind, which rightly blends with the ideals and words of Jesus Christ. Love your enemies and do good to those who persecute you. Let us all pledge to walk on the paths of truth and non-violence and make our martyrs proud. Thank you. Jai Hind.